In my years of experience as a midwife, what I have observed in so many pregnant women is eagerly waiting for the due date, the day she is going to hold her bundle of joy. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Iyabo. I am a midwife living in the United Arab Emirates. And what I do on this page as an international midwife is share science-based information about pregnancy, childbearing, and the care of the newborn baby. In today's video, I will be explaining on how to calculate the due dates and why do obstetrician calculate in weeks. First of all, a lot of people think pregnancy should last for 9 months, but that is not always the case, because a typical pregnancy lasts for 280 days or 40 weeks from the first day of the last menstrual period. Let me start with why do obstetricians like to calculate pregnancy in weeks. In a 28 days cycle, day 1, the eggs start to form in one of the ovaries. And when ovulation occurs and it fertilized, is already 2 weeks old. And while she misses her period, the pregnancy is already 4 weeks and she's in 2nd month. Now, let us calculate the due date. Due date is when 40 weeks is completed. It may not match with delivery date also. I will be using 2 formulas to calculate the due date. Let us go. Now, to calculate the due date. Due date is when 40 weeks is completed, and it may not match with the delivery date also. I will be using 2 types of formulas. That is, calculating the due date in 2 different forms. And the formula I'll be using is Nagel's formula. And I'll be describing it on the board. For example, let's take the due date, the menstrual cycle of the woman as the first day of her last menstrual cycle as a 17th day in the month of October 2024. Using Nagel's formula, what we'll do is add 7 days to the first day of menstrual cycle, and here count back 3 months from this October and add 1 year. 17th of October 2024 was her last menstrual period, the first day of her last menstrual period. So using Nagel's formula, we'll be adding 7 to 17. 10, we'll count back 3 months and adding 1 year. This will give us, this is her first day of her last menstrual cycle. So now, the woman's due date will be 17 plus 7, it will give us 24, right? 24, that's 17. We're going to be adding 7. 24th of, if you count back from October, that's September, August, July. We'll have 21st July. Then adding 1 year will give us 2025. So the due date for this woman that her first day of last menstrual cycle was 17 in the month of October 2024, her EDD, this EDD is the expectant due date, will be 24th July 2025. And another formula, this one I consider it as a very simple way of calculating. What she will do is just add 7 days plus the first day, and then add 9 months to these days. When she adds 7 days, that's the second formula now, she will add 7 days to 17th, then add 9 months to October, and 1 year to this. That will be 17 plus 7 will give her this 24, and 10 plus 9. 10, when she adds 10 plus 9, is going to give July in 2025. Now, let us look at why do doctors add 2 weeks to the due date. Doctor add 2 weeks to the due date because babies spend around 38 weeks in the womb, but the average length of pregnancy is counted at 40 weeks. And pregnancy is counted from the first day of the woman's last menstrual period, not the day she conceived, not the date of conception, which generally conception date is 2 weeks later. Another question that we mostly receive from women that are coming to antenatal is, when you ask a woman her last menstrual period, some will say they can't remember, and truly they can't remember. Some are there, they can't remember their last menstrual period, and some, the menstruation are irregular. So what happened to this category of women? For some that cannot remember their last menstrual period, and for someone who was having irregular menstruation and now she's pregnant. If a woman can't remember her last menstrual period or having irregular menses before she misses her period, there are ways we can calculate this her due dates. One is using a dating scan. Using a dating scan to get the due date have to be done earlier, as early as 8 to 10 weeks, in order to get the due date and the age of the pregnancy. The second method is conception date. If a woman have been tracking her ovulation using ovulation symptoms or ovulation strip, all she needs to do is to add 266 days to the conception date. On a final note, in as much as everyone in the family is in an excitement mode to see the newborn baby, Remember that the due date is just an estimation, and babies come on their own schedules. Remember to subscribe to my channel, comment, share my video, and I will see you all in my next video.